Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Fall is in the air and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Right there. Round 80. Right there. 54 Mike. Tackles.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Check 31. General West. Tighten up.
Ready? Here's Hill now after the interception. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a 3rd and still about 12 to go.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Look at me. Go, now.
A shotgun snap for Hill. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, I'm coming.
Now the 3rd leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's going to be a long day.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We go set 30 base.
throwing on third down. Hill. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 30 on second down, Allen, he'll rifle this one deep, and that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play here for the Bills. 56 yards. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Down, 18 Gator.
What tight end?
Hey, Irvin.
On third down, Hill. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here. On EA Sports.
Your sock! Hey, take your socks out back to huddle. Socks out back to huddle.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, it's White. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
A gain of 15. And a Patriot 1st down.
Here we go! 50, plant.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball!
You're out!
Give me that ball, defense! Check safety, check safety!
Go! Go! Hit it!
1st down, here's White. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Bills' 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Delta! Ready?
From the gun, here's Hill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the off-throw corner, Josh Norman. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness, off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he'll rifle this one deep right. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Antonio Callaway, 93 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
On first down, it's White, and he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown...
Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. It's John Simon with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. The secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Hey, wahoo!
Play action. Now it's Allen. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Simon able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Unable to corral him, he fights through. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll run on 1st down. White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Let's get in there. Check it.
Go team, spell. Drop, rock it, rock it. Get it.
Out of the gun, Hill. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Hill. This is White on the screen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43.
Didn't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Watch the pass.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Trent Murphy.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. White now to return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Mike's by 4. Mike's by 4. Silver. Pass.
On first down, they stick with Singletary. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Danny Shelton made the stop.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Hill. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 18 big yards on that one. And a New England first down.
Down. 60 or. X3. 218. Chop.
On first down. It's White. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Fair. Move. Now.
Get him. You got it.
Deep grip.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Hill. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now Hill. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
50, plant.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, switch gears. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, Alpha.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
The stop made by Jordan Phillips. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4.
Ready, break.
On 2nd and 7, Hill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Hughes picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Stephen Gostkowski for the Patriot field goal.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Dante Hightower on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Hey, check 19. Check Mike 21. I got you, punk.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Forster, 83 yards. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Allen, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Hauschka to send this one away following the score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Opting to run again here with White. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll run with White, and he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's a cornerback in for the sack, Tre'Davious White. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off of play action, Hill. And this one brought in by Sanu. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And defensively trying to beat the 2-minute warning with a timeout, and they do. Calling it with 2:04 left. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Hill. He's got Sanu. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Mohamed Sanu. His 1st touchdown on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Allen to throw. Got an open man. It's Foster. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. The throw over the middle, taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. To throw is Allen. Got a man over the It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Allen now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Check Mike 21.
Push, hey, Charlie.
Push him back. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Now Allen. Now a desperation throw. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation.
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Allen. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Next to score, Bills 36, Patriots 25.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Hey, foxtrot.
Now Hill looking to throw on first. Caught by Sanu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They go play fake, and it's Hill. Forced out to his left. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided.
Hey, go.
49's the Mike. 49's the Mike. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Go.
One last throw here for Hill. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them. and continue to get better at what they do, but they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Buffalo, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they'll drop down.